and I still got to struggle to raise money for my campaign. Where the is my black people with money? I don't care about no dope money. Give me that dope boy money. Where the duffel bag boys?
Excuse me, what?
Find somebody in your family that don't even know you donating to my campaign and put that under their name.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
But we need a group of sleepers. We need some folks we need some folks that can wear all black at night and take their yard signs down when they sleeping. The same they do to us, just the other way.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta make a bunch of noise about it. We ain't gotta go live about it. Just don't say just like when somebody drop money and you pick it up. You pick that up and keep walking. And then when you get in there, when we get enough of us in there, we can wreak havoc for real from the inside out. Then we can flip some from the inside out.
Why are you the way that you are?
That was State Representative Crystal Matthews, who is currently running as the Democratic candidate against Tim Scott in the upcoming Senate election in the state of South Carolina. And obviously, as you heard by the clip, she's just out of her mind. I don't understand where she's coming from with these comments, and there's more to come, because that was just only the beginning. You may have heard the most recent story, but I wanted to start with that initial clip of what she said a few months back. So she's running for election in the Senate, and people in her own party are already telling her to leave and to just not run, and then the election would be pretty much unopposed and Tim Scott would win. How bad of a candidate do you have to be that your own party tells you to just give up and to just leave? So I had to make a video about this. This is crazy. So this article is from the AP. South Carolina Democrats call on their party's U.S. Senate nominee to quit. So South Carolina Democrat vying to oust Republican U.S. Senator Tim Scott is facing calls from within her own party to fold her campaign, following the publication of additional leaked audio in which she appears to make disparaging remarks about her constituents. That one I'll get to later, because that one's even better than the first one. So that initial clip I showed you, that was from Project Veritas, and it was a conversation that she had with a prison inmate. And in the clip that I showed, obviously, she just doesn't care where the money's coming from. So I guess that in her mind, you could just have your campaign funded by Pablo Escobar. That's perfectly fine to her. Obviously, you can see the flaw in that logic. You need to have people donating to you that are legally donating to you. And obviously, this is why we have campaign finance laws, and there's the FEC, which she does bring up in her apology, which I'll pull up in a second here. But let's continue with the article. The calls for State Representative Crystal Matthews to withdraw just 2 months ahead of the general election came Thursday in reaction to leaked audio published by conservative activist group Project Veritas. I would put that in quotes. And of Matthews speaking to one of its members without her knowledge. And by the way, in the state of South Carolina, it's a one-party state when it comes to recording. So you can be recorded without your knowledge. Just wanted to preface that. There are certain states like Connecticut and other states where you have to give consent. In South Carolina, you do not. So it's perfectly legal what happened. Sitting in a restaurant, Matthews, who is black, is heard saying that she represents a mostly white district, adding of white voters, I keep them right here, like under my thumbs. Otherwise, they get out of control like kids. I'll play that clip in a second because that's a gem. And so it just goes on with the article here. And this is talking about the earlier release. Matthews confirmed to the AP that is her voice on the tape that she, but said the edited audio of a tongue-in-cheek exchange didn't reflect the full picture. I'm sure it didn't, because the words you were saying do paint a pretty good picture there. And Matthews won the runoff to face Scott, who is seeking what he said will be his final Senate term and is among South Carolina's most popular politicians. The black Republican is widely expected to win the general election in South Carolina, where no Democrat has won a statewide race in more than 15 years. It's actually not that bad, 15 years. I know other states and mayoral races where it's been the same for like 80 years, like the mayors of Chicago, Philadelphia, a lot of other states. 15 years isn't that bad, and it's pretty diverse. So on Thursday, Democrats, including gubernatorial committee nominee Joe Cunningham, said he concurred with State Rep Justin Bamberg, who in an op-ed published online called Matthews toxic. Oh, that's being nice, saying toxic. I'd call her something else, but that's, we'll go with toxic. If any of our white counterparts had said the same thing with regards to blacks, the minority community, including myself, would be up in arms calling for their members' immediate resignation, Bamberg added. So I'm going to go ahead and play that clip since I led you up into that so you can see what Crystal Matthews said in reference to this article. All right, roll the clip.
It was heavily Republican, and it was heavily white. Wow. I'm not a stranger to white people. I'm from a mostly white town. Yeah. And let me tell you one thing. You gotta know who you're dealing with. Like, you gotta treat them like Like, I mean, that's the only way to respect you.
Yeah, no.
I keep them right here, like under my thumb. Like, that's where I keep them. Like, you have to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they get out of control like kids.
Trust me.
So, you know, like, for me, all these other people are tiptoeing around them, and I'm like, no, that's some white I ain't doing that. They'd be like, well, I'm just going to say some white
Yeah.
And that was my problem with Bernie, because he was talking to an all-black crowd, and he was afraid to say black I said, if I'm talking to an all-black crowd, I'm going to say black
Yeah.
Now, if you don't like it, you get your white ass up and leave.
What the fuck?
Yeah, Crystal, the only thing that should be getting up and leaving is you from this Senate race in South Carolina. What a ludicrous statement to make, having people under their thumbs, like you're controlling them. If you haven't remembered, your state representative, you work for the people, FOR, for the people. I think you have it twisted. I think you have it the other way around, thinking that we work for you. No, we elect you, we vote you in, and that's how it works. That's how government works. You don't oppress people and put them under their thumbs. So just leave, please. I just don't understand your logic. And I'm going to go back to what I stated before on this, because I think it's a very poignant point. If any of our white counterparts had said the same thing with regards to blacks, the minority community, including myself, would be up in arms for calling that member's immediate resignation. So just picture if Gavin Newsom said this, or if Greg Abbott said this. People would be going insane. There'd be articles written about it endlessly. They'd be removed from office in like 2 seconds. So it just, I just want to leave that there, because obviously you could put 2 and 2 together here, but just insane statements. And obviously, I want to play 2 different apologies that she made. The first one is from the first article, or from the first video, that I posted with the conversation with the inmate. And I'll go ahead and play that clip now so you can see that apology, and then I'll play the second one shortly thereafter.
I'm grateful to have as one of my mentors, Rep. Cobb Hunter. She has helped me see how some of my words may have offended how some may have been offended by my words, and for that I apologize. I apologize for my language in this private conversation and for offending my fellow Democrats. I have also made a formal request with the FEC asking them to audit my campaign, because I have absolutely nothing to hide. I now call on Tim Scott to apologize for voting against Ketanji Brown Jackson, to apologize for voting down the Voting Rights Act, and for voting against a woman's right to choose. I'll stop there. I'd now like to ask the Republican Party to apologize for nominating an unqualified nominee, then using a questionable institution to sell a meritless master's degree to that nominee to sidestep our code of law. Last but not least, I'd like to extend the welcome to whoever leaked the private conversation. They too may want to apologize. Leaking this audio violates this inmate's privacy and may be a violation of his civil rights.
We do not care.
So that was a half-hearted, insincere apology where she just goes, I'm sorry. And then for the next 30 to 40 seconds, just starts blaming everyone. Typical Democrat move is just to shift blame onto somebody else. Just get the apology out of the way and then just start bashing my opponent again, back to the same old norms. Just like you see how insincere that was. That was just not even trying. That was the equivalent of telling your child to say sorry and then they go, sorry. Like that's pretty much what that was. And then just going right back on to, to normal Democrat tactics here. But it's just unbelievable. Like and you thought that was the better of the two apologies. I'm going to play the second one in a second here, which just now she's just like losing her mind. I don't understand what is happening. So that was for the first apology. That was on July 1st, and that was for the inmate video. Now, I'm going to play the second apology here. This was recently, and this was for the most recent most recent story. And I'll go ahead and play that clip now so you can see her unraveling in her madness.
But they are countlessly, year after year, campaigning to have y'all re-elect useless robots that make no change. First they say I'm a racist against blacks when the first video came out, and now I'm a racist against white. Well, here's the raw truth. I'm against shitty people of all colors. If you're not here to do a job, then take your A home. I have never purposefully tried to hurt the reputation of any of my Democratic colleagues in the State House. The call that came out with their names, it was unfortunate. No matter what my personal feelings were over the years, I've never tried to cause them public harm on purpose.
Shut your stupid little hole.
This woman is losing her mind. What is she even talking about now? She's against SH, fill in the blanks people, and, to get your A home. Well, I have a message for you when it comes to that, and it comes from a great Arsenal fan. I think he said it best.
It's time to go!
If this woman has any brain cells left in her head, she should drop out of the race immediately and just cut her losses and just go back to being a state representative. Because you epically failed. You done messed up. You're not coming back from this one. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, the first one, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. So if the voters of South Carolina actually go ahead and vote for this woman, they're misinformed. And that's part of the reason why I wanted to make this video, so it could shed some light on the situation, kind of wrap it all in a nice little bow for you so you can get the full picture here. That's going to do it, though, for this video. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if you'd like to see my videos when they go live. Comment down below what you think about all this. I'd really be curious to hear everyone's opinions about this. Thank you for watching, and take care.